Imagine embarking on an unforgettable journey through the heart of Italy, where every turn is a new treasure and every moment is filled with beauty and culture. You start your adventure in Rome, the eternal city. Next, you venture into the rolling hills of Tuscany, where the air is perfumed with the scent of vineyards and olive grove. The journey continues to Venice, the floating city of canals and gondolas, after Five Earth and Milan. But your Italian adventure doesn't end on land. It's about to get even more extraordinary. A magical journey through Italy, topped off with a house music festival on Costa Cruise. Dance under the stars, relax in style, and discover exclusive performances on deck, all while sailing to some of the most beautiful destinations. There are 3 packages to choose from. Sailing dates are from September 24th through the 28th, 2025. Book yours now at festivaloncruise.com.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Heidi's house. This is your host, Queen Bee Heidi B. And today's featured guest is DJ Dada. I'm so excited to hear more about her house music journey. So, are you ready? Then let's go. So, here she is. DJ Dada is in the house.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Heidi.
I'm so happy that we are having this episode together and sharing a bit about your house music journey. Um, this is a snapshot kind of interview taking a look on each featured guest, and we share a little bit about house music journey and then get to know you a little bit better. And hopefully for people who are new to you, they get inspired to find out more.
Yeah. Yes.
So, how is New York today?
It's a little cloudy and cold.
All right. We're still on that
But
spring.
it's up and down, up and down. The other day it almost reached 80 degrees, and then the next day it's like 38 degrees. So it's up and down. You don't know how to dress.
Yeah. That's the difficulty over there. But I'm also expecting soon the warmer days and those beautiful parties, to enjoy summer vibes, good house music vibes. And you definitely are into that scene over there and have been for a while already. And as you know, I'm going always very directly to our first question. And therefore, I would like you to tell us, who is DJ Dada?
I am DJ Dada. I am originally from here, from New York City. Both of my parents were great dancers. They used to like to compete at the Palladium. So my inspiration comes from them. They taught me a lot of traditional dance like bomba and plena. And what I've done as I was growing up, my brother used to listen to house music back in the 80s. And that's how I got to liking it. And I didn't listen to house music for a couple of years, and I was dating someone who was a DJ, and that's how I got right back into house music as a dancer.
Yeah.
And I was always a dancer. I used a big, long, flowy skirt to dance with. So I use my traditional bomba dance with house music. So normally we control the beat with the skirt, but with house music, we can't control the beat. So we danced with the skirt to the beat. That's what I do. And during the pandemic, I decided to try to practice to DJ myself. And I've been at it for 4 years now, and I love it. I love to give what was given to me on the dance floor. I love to give it back to others.
Yes. Such a beautiful background when you think about it, from dancer and from that Puerto Rican culture, and then influences from the house music. That how you beautifully fuse that all together in your personal being and in your lifestyle, and then
Mhm.
taking on the DJing yourself and challenging yourself to expand and taking on something new, which is always something beautiful. And I always say to people that how much I respect when people take on new areas, and they want to expand and create, because that's very creative
Yeah.
form of art, I would say. Also, the DJing itself, people
Mhm.
people don't necessarily always see it as a form of art, but I personally do, and it has a great culture. So wonderful to
Thank you.
have you enriching the house music culture with your vision. Now, you mentioned already a little bit that you got introduced to house music um, by the influence of your brother, and then later your boyfriend, and that kind of gave you already idea of the music itself and the DJing, obviously. Now, you mentioned also those particular musical genres. So, what would you say, um, as a DJ, what kind of music and artists have influenced your DJing?
Um, well, I've liked like Kerry Chandler. I like the way he DJs because he does like live instruments while he's DJing. So for me, that's like high vibration. I love vibration DJs, the ones that they make your hair stand, you
Yeah.
know. Um, that's the type of influence that I've gotten into. I like Remarkable as well. She's with Defected Records. Um, I've also had a lot of inspiration from dancing to Anane Vega's music. Um, those are my biggest inspirations, and of course, a lot of local DJs here in New York City that are high vibrational DJs. I used to patronize, and I still do patronize. Still go out and dance to their parties, even
Of
as a
course.
DJ.
And that will never stop, I'm sure,
Oh
because the
no, it
dancer,
won't.
you're a dancer, and dance is in you, or you are the
Yeah,
dance. I
yeah.
I believe that, and that's how it goes. You can't take the music out of us.
Oh
It's
no.
no. So,
Mm-mm.
uh, if mentioning about your roots and music styles that you like to listen, how would you describe your taste in music?
I love a lot of percussions, a lot of drums, shakers, the clave, a lot of like Afro roots. That's my inspiration. That's the kind of music that I like to play. So, but I also play a lot of the old stuff, but it's remixed to up to date, like to this genre. So it kind of like brings in the younger crowd to like some of the older music, but it's remixed more for their liking. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the kind of I love funk. I love a lot of jazzy funk, Latin funk. Most of my sets are in Afro house, tribal, and Latin house. And I also throw in a couple of heavy metal tracks in there as well, but they're dope remixes. They're oh my gosh. I have a couple of DJ friends that are remixers. They've done some outstanding remixes to like White Rabbit, Nirvana, Teen Spirit, but they're all Afro house, but they still have that rock, that heavy metal, feel to it, but it's mixed. It's like merged together, and it's so beautifully done. So I usually play out the box. I don't stick to one style. I go up and down, but it's always for me, my style is always peak hour. Peak hour. From the beginning, from the first track to the end. There's no there
Yeah.
isn't. It's just a straight linear 180 line like this, but it's high vibrational all the time.
And that's such a beautiful thing. And I'm always, also talking about how house music is always, it just, it's all about that vibe. It's not a cliche. It truly is, and you sense it,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about. It's the music, it's the dance, it's the community, it's the vibes, it's
Mhm.
the message, all that together. And that's why I think it touches people in a different way, since it has
Absolutely.
been.
It makes you want to stand on your tippy toes and just like lift you up. That's how I can
Yeah.
explain it. Like it's like I want to go on my tippy toes and just like elevate. That's how I feel. That's when I'm dancing. Oh my gosh, that's the kind of feel that I'm looking for.
Beautiful. Now, that comment made me think about following. I don't know, it might be almost like a mission impossible to answer. Maybe you can give few answers to this one, but are there some kind of particular house tracks that somehow are always like, your go-to tracks? And I don't necessarily mean in your sets, but some kind of all-time favorite house tracks that you never get tired to listen.
My friends tell me to give it up, but I just can't. It has to be in all my sets because it's my go-to. So it's Strings by David Morales.
Oh,
Outstanding percussion track. It's just from the beginning to the end, it's all nothing but percussions. It's so, and you can play it to practically almost anything.
true, true,
Yeah.
true, very much true. And absolutely, for the audience, if you don't know about that track, please go and check it out. A classic. And I also like the fact what you mentioned. I was just the other day checking how Marshall Jefferson was posting about a new track where they sampled or used inspirationally his "Move Your Body" track as a basis. That is
Mm,
people mm, people vibe to it. I think it was titled "Life is Simple" or something like this, and it's really like making
mm,
waves. And that was I was just thinking the same, that it reaches now new generations as a new remix kind of retake or so on. So that is also important. One way that those classic tracks, when they get to relive through different kind of remixes again,
mhm.
people get to educated about the house music culture and maybe get encouraged or inspired to hear actually the original ones, as well. So it's great thing to do. So
I have one more. It's Old Testament. It's the Three Amigos. Is Jelly Bean, Marlin, and I forgot the other name. But those two are my go-tos. It's called Old Testament by Three Amigos. Um, it's another percussion track that goes practically with anything. So usually, like if I'm playing a track and I didn't realize that the track is going to be so short, I just type in strings right away and I put it on and it works perfect, you know. So, and it's a very high vibrational track. And if you put it here in New York City, if you put it down, everybody will dance to it. Everybody.
Works
Mhm.
every time. So such
Yes.
a and what you were describing, I think, was very, very well, said that it's the rhythm, the percussion orientation that shows in your sets.
Yeah.
When I was listening, your posted tracks, for instance, in at Mixcloud and so forth. So that really comes through, and that I think is also very understandable because of the dancer in you.
Yes. Yeah.
So, um, since starting the DJing, what would you say that are your highlights so far, highlight moments as a DJ?
Well, when I first started, because I was streaming online, like on Facebook, this I started during the pandemic. I think it was in when was it 2021 is when I started. And I didn't have an audio interface. So I used to just prop my phone and I had a microwave behind me. So the funny part was that I used to say DJ microwave and Dada is here. So I have to redo that one day. I need to for my 1 year anniversary. I think I should do that. Set up my
Yeah.
system right in front of the microwave and bring it back. So I started that way and it caught on, DJ Microwave and Dada, and while I was playing, a lot of other promoters and DJs, they saw me playing online and they enjoyed my vibe and they would call me, she's a powerhouse. We need to bring her. We need to bring her. So my biggest highlight was at Cap House Festival in Washington, D.C. I played in front of the monument. That was my biggest highlight. Yes.
Beautiful. And I believe there are many more to come.
Yeah.
Your artist profile truly is rising, and I can sense it, and I truly feel it actually when I'm listening to your mixes as well. That this is something that definitely will reach and touch the different kind of audiences. Also, maybe people who are not necessarily calling themselves house music listeners. And I believe that that's the percussive element there, what you are bringing, that is kind of like, making it maybe more um, appealing also in that sense that it's more open. And I think it also goes for with the fact when you said that you don't like to limit yourself to certain kind of style. So there's
Yes.
always something interesting when listening to your mixes. You can
Yes.
never
You
fully
never
define.
know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. It keeps
Yeah.
keeps exciting and a little bit suspense. Although
Mhm.
knowing that there will be definitely always gonna be a lot of percussive
Yeah.
elements.
Yeah.
All right. As you know, this is a very short kind of look into your DJ slash artist profile. So I want to go to our second last question. Uh, if you could share something about your current projects that you're working on, where we can see you, for instance, maybe next time if somebody wants to come and join you in the gig.
Well, I have a gig April 19th here in New York City at the Brooklyn Triangle from 4 to 12. I'll be playing with three other DJs. I also have another party May 14th as well. And I will be playing on the Coney Island Boardwalk during the summer. I don't have the dates yet, but those are coming. I also I play on 4 different channels. On Mixcloud, I play on BPM radio.
Mhm.
I play on Deep Radio TV, Goody Music Radio, and my own channel as well on DJ Dada on Mixcloud. You can also
Wow.
find me on on Facebook as Caridad, Caridad, Dada, Dahdah, and on Instagram, DJ Dada as well.
Wonderful. And you beautifully
Mhm.
answered the question because I was thinking that, if somebody gets excited to know more, where can they find you? So those were the social medias that you can find more about DJ Dada and about her next upcoming gigs.
Yes,
And
and you can
also
also email me. I'm sorry, Heidi. You can also email me at djdada@gmail.com. That's DAH, yeah, at gmail.com. I'm sorry.
wonderful, wonderful. So now we have a great way to stay connected to you and your latest mixes and upcoming shows. And again, you're playing also in radio. I want to say also shout out to BPM Radio.
Yes, BPM radio. I play there on Sundays. Oh my goodness, from 8 to 10. That's Eastern time. It's from one to 3 UK time.
People tune
Yeah.
in. Amazing, amazing
Yeah.
station with amazing crew of DJs around the world. So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out
All
to
different
every
genres on that station. There is no limit.
no limits. And that's why it's a great place to go and educate yourself on music, I believe. It's very nicely
Mhm. Yes.
creation. All right. Well, this little but very precious moment starts to get towards its end. I want to thank you so much for taking this time with us and sharing a little bit about your house music journey so far, about your background there, what got you into DJing, and a little bit about those influences and vibes that you are sharing in your
Thank
sets.
you. Thank you.
So,
Thank you, Heidi, for having me. I truly appreciate this. Thank you so much.
likewise, and hopefully we meet someday, maybe on the dance floor
Yes,
or
maybe when you come down here, don't worry. Let us know when you come down, and we'll definitely show you a great time out here. Don't
yeah,
worry.
always, always, of course, if you happen to be around here, so we will catch up and get something nice going on. You never know about life. That's the beautiful thing. Never
That
know.
is for sure. You never know who might hear you or see you, and they say, "Hey, we need to bring that person over here," you know? You never know. That's why you
Absolutely.
have to be open.
Open and keep things going and growing and expanding and all the time with those good positive vibes and
Yeah.
believing in the things that we do. And somehow I think that your example is also such a beautiful
Thank you.
one because of the background that you shared and we female DJs, even though I don't like to go with the genre, to be honest, because I think that it could be also a little bit hindering. But since we still have also that kind of smaller, traditionally quite smaller representation in the scene, I'm always very happy to support my fellow sisters around the
Mm.
world and always glad and happy to see my sisters thrive and grow there in a scene. So
Yes, it's quite difficult for a female to start out here. It really is. But we just have to keep breaking down the barriers, and connect with the right people. Once you connect with the right people, it'll all work out. But you just have to be careful with who you work with as well,
True.
because it's not an easy industry out here. It really is not for females.
Yes, that's the thing. But we will not get discouraged. We keep on
No,
going and we keep on growing,
absolutely. Yeah.
and hopefully um our our example will be something that is gonna inspire more female DJs to try on and believing in themselves, and thinking that maybe I can do it too. I
Yeah,
can go.
absolutely. They sure can. They sure can. Don't
And
don't give up and keep trying. That's all I have to say.
yes, thank you so much again, and I'm sending you a lot of love and lot of blessings
You.
and good
Thank you. Thank
vibes straight from
you.
Finland to
Thank you so
USA.
much.
Have a wonderful weekend
Thank
and
you, Heidi. You as well. Take care. We'll talk soon.
take care, and stay tuned for the mixes that you can find from all of those places mentioned here. So again,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Thank you.